Chapter 1, Rules and Correction. 1. Some phase and their uses. Bag and baggage means with all belongings. It is an idiom and it cannot be used with any preposition as the meaning of with is included with it. Example: the British left India with bag and baggage. Correct example is the British left India bag and baggage. 2. Heart and soul and tooth and nail means with all effort. Example: he tried by tooth and nail to save the child. Correct example is he tried tooth and nail to save the child. Example: he tried by heart and nail to save the child. Correct example is he tried heart and soul to save the child. 3. Beggar description. It is an idiom used as a verb and change according to the subject and tense of the sentence. It contains both positive and negative meaning. Example: the beauty of Taj is beggar description. Correct example is the beauty of the Taj beggars description. Example: the misery of the slum dwellers was beggar description. Correct example is the misery of the slum dwellers beggared description. 4. As and like. As is used between two verbs and like is used between two nouns or pronoun. Example: the girl dances like a peacock. Correct example is the girl dances as a peacock. Example: she looks a bit as her mother. Correct example is she looks a bit like her mother. 5. Use of as. As cannot be used before any permanent rank or post because as refers a temporary one. Example: Mr. Dikshit has been appointed as the headmaster of our school this year. Correct example is Virat Kohli successfully completed the tour as the Indian captain in absence of Mahendra Singh Dhoni. 6. Sometime means former and sometimes means occasionally. Example: Kapil Dev was sometime the captain of Indian cricket team. Example: we sometimes go there to visit the places of interest. 7. Pals used in positive meaning and room used in negative meaning. Example: he has left his place for his junior. Example: there was no room in that overcrowded bus. 8. Pronoun of subject one should be one's. Example: one should abide by the rules of his country. Correct example is one should abide by the rules of one's country. 9. Each other used between two and one another used among more than two. Example: India and Pakistan are always violent each other on Kashmir issue. Example: India, Bangladesh and Nepal depend on one another regarding the business terms. 10. According to an opinion or cannot be used simultaneously. Example: according to his opinion, the movie is nice. Correct example is according to him the movie is nice, or in his opinion the movie is nice. 11. Past form of hang is hanged, used in the sense of death or suicide, and hung, used in the sense of hanging from above. Example: the murderer was hanged. Example: being insulted by his friend he hanged himself. Example: she hung the picture on the wall. Example: the cloths were hung under the sun. 12. Plural form of brother is brothers, in case of same family or blood relation, and brethren, in the sense of like brother. Example: he is cheated by his elder brothers. Example: Swamiji used to consider all the Indians as his brethren. 13. The following noun look like singular but their original meaning is plural. People, police, machinery, luggage, baggage, scenery, poetry, alphabet, cattle, deer, sheep, information, gentry, bevy, clergy, anthology, poultry, furniture. Example: they have decided to auction their old furniture. Example: the scenery of Darjeeling charmed everyone. Example, some people go against the elected leader. 14. The following noun look like plural but their original meaning is singular. Arms, alms, heirs, aborigines, billows, mumps, measles, dregs, proceeds, wages, tidings, scissors, trousers, globes, spectacles, news, politics, goods, gymnastics. Example, she gives airs whenever at a party. Example, the wages of the scene were dangerous at the time of Hitler. Example, the employer wanted to see all the proceeds of last year. 15. Hardy is a negative word and it is hard in positive meaning. Example, he doesn't know hardly anything about it. Correct example is, he knows hardly anything about it. Example, word hardly as the examination is nearer. Correct example is, work hard as the examination is nearer. Lest is a negative word and it is used otherwise with the verb should. Example, book early lest you might not miss the chance. Correct example is, book early lest you should miss the chance. Until means till not, and unless means if not, and they are the negative word. Example, wait here until he does not come. Correct example is, wait here until he comes. 16. Many, a good many, a great many are used with plural noun and plural verb, but many is used with singular noun and singular verb. Example, a great many flowers are plucked by them. Example, many a flower is plucked by them. 17. Incorrect use and correct use. Cent percent 100% say the joke, crack the joke or cut the joke. Economic condition, cope up with, return back, return or come back. Give attention, pay attention. Give respect, pay respect. Give honor, pay honor. Give homage, pay homage. See the movie, watch the movie. Do suicide, commit suicide. Do mistake, make a mistake. Do crime, commit a crime. Admit a crime, confess a crime. 1 hour, an hour. Today morning, this day morning. Yesterday night, last night. Boarding house or boarding school. English teacher, teacher of English. In case of any language teacher. Do haste, make hasty. 18. Either or and neither nor used for the meaning of to and are used with plural noun but singular verb. Any of and none of used for the meaning of more than two and are used with plural noun but singular verb. Each of, every of and none of used for the meaning of two or more than two and are used with plural noun but singular verb. Example, one of his ambitions in life is to visit Kashmir. Example, each of the students was given the same opportunity. Example, none of the two singers has performed well. 19. With a view to, look forward to, in spite of, instead of, in lieu of, addicted to, are used with gerund form. Example, he went there with a view to solving the dispute. Example, he is addicted to gambling. After start, stop, keep, avoid and help, sense of without, verb comes in gerund form. Example, having seen the snake he started running. Example, he avoids taking any risk. Example, I cannot help doing it. 20. The following word cannot be used with any preposition after them. Order, describe, consider, reach, sign, answer, request, tell, ask, resemble, await, despite, enter, sense of walking by foot, fight, in case of against human being fight is used. Example, the government should fight against poverty. Example, the army fought against the enemy bravely. Example, she resembles to her mother. Example, a warm welcome is waiting for PM. 21. See, hear, let, understand, feel, request, want, know and love cannot be used in continuous tense. Indefinite tense will give the meaning. Example, they are understanding the matter. Example, I was hearing the news. Example, hearing the news I went there. 22 Order, force, repair and details are always plural in their noun form, no restriction for their verb. Example, the officer received orders to do this. Example, they order me to go there. 23C, here, let, make, to compel, cannot be used with, to, after them. Example, I saw him to go there. Example, he makes me to tell a lie. 24 The adverb enough should be used after the word it modifies. Example, he is enough rich to buy a car. 25 Type, sort, kind cannot be used with any article after them. Example, I don't know what kind of a book I should purchase. 26 Occur and happen cannot be used in passive voice. Example, it was occur yesterday. Example, it is happened here regularly. 27 It is time, it is the time, it is high time are used with past tense. Example, it is time we shall go there. Example, it is high time we will join the course. Example, it is the time to open the shop. 2800, 1000, million, dozen, score are singular with any particular number, otherwise they can be plural. Example, 500 people attend the function. Example, hundreds people were debarred from voting. 29. Being, takes it if being doesn't refer the subject of sentence. Example, it being a holiday we went for picnic. Example, being a teacher he cannot do this.